Are you afraid of the dark, or are you afraid of these farts? Hi, I'm Shayzilla. Sorry.
I don't know how to follow that up. I jump at even the smallest noise. I'm Melissa Morbid.
And I'm Dynamite Laserbeam, or Brittany, and I'm actually deep undercover, motionless, and stand. Here to play the long game and let you know you follow your dreams, they can come true.
Oh.
That's the most
And
evil laugh.
we're
And we're
the gods.
The gods next door.
That was on
I cracked.
time.
I cracked. Can we take a minute before we begin anything for Melissa's eyeshadow? Can you tell us what it is? It's sparkly and beautiful.
Thank you. It is a blue eyeliner first that I just put all over to make the overall shape. And then, so it's like a I don't know, is it cobalt blue? I don't know. Blue, kind of like Mickey's hat over there, blue. And then I got some bluish greenish sparkly eyeshadow. I think it's a Smashbox palette. It's definitely not like 10 years old. That would be gross.
I have 10-year-old.
That would be gross.
Once I realized what 10 years old is, I was like, oh no.
It's old makeup, so you can't find this palette anymore, most likely, but you know. And then I just put some dark blue and black more over in the crease. Oh my god, Hype Train! Thank you guys! Off to a good start. But yeah, so it's just like some blue eyeliner, and then you just get a shimmer shade and pat it on top, and then a little black on the edges, and you're good to go.
That's like so sparkly. I feel like this is like the exact
makeup
routine like I did like when I was like younger. I used to like know the colors that would go like this shimmer with this darker one. Now I'm like so frozen when I see it all. I don't know. I've been going like, like the cobalt into this shimmer with this and the black, and I'm like, it's science. Color theory.
Color theory.
But that's not what's scary. Tonight we're talking about scary. Sorry, I just like ruined that for everybody who like listens to our podcast. I'm like, let's talk about the visuals of Melissa's face. But
I feel like, oh yes, guys. How are you guys this week? Did you guys have a rose this week? Did you have a thorn? Tell us about it. I feel like for a recent photo shoot I did, the one last week, I tried to do makeup like you have on right now, and I got some of the photos back, and I just, it looks like I forgot to do a very important step called blending, and I thought I did do that step, and it looks like I didn't at all. So I'm like, I feel the same way as you feel. You're like, I feel like I can't do that. I'm like, well, I know I can't do that. You're so sweet. It is like a pretty, I was trying to do like how you guys like got that like,
so much
that
blur on
thing.
Here. I will always be honest. There is so much blur on our thing. First, we're in the dark. Also, we have blur on. I will never not lie. We got blur stuff on.
We love those filters. Oh, Batsy lady, hi.
Hello.
I feel like there's a lot of names we haven't seen in a while. Emo, Metalcore Mama.
I know so many people subbed. Thank you so much. So tonight we are addressing fears. We have a slideshow that, oh shit, did I check to make sure that was all set up? I don't know.
Wait, do studio mode?
What?
Trust me.
What's studio, what?
Go on look on the right in the right bottom corner.
We are learning.
So now you can keep it on this screen and still look at the other one.
What? Yeah. This is too many things. I don't know what I'm doing. You drive.
Sammy IG, you need to send me the brush on Twitter, please, because I need this brush in my life.
But you can look. See, you did it.
Ooh, pretty.
Right? You just have to go to your slideshow here.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
go back here and exit studio mode.
I learned something new.
We learning.
We learned!
OBS. If you want to stream.
If you want to stream, try OBS. Or not.
This is where I put a rainbow.
Sally, you get scared really easy. So for me, it kind of depends. Like when I went to Halloween Horror Nights, they just like can't scare me, basically. It's very rare. But then I'll like be watching a movie and there's a quiet scene and someone like sets down their cup in the scene and I'm like, like full, like it just, any sort of unexpected sound during like a quiet scene of any movie, I'll just be like jumping out of my skin. There are like so many horror movies where during like the scariest parts, still scared obviously, but then random parts where everyone else is just chilling, I'm like absolutely, my soul's leaving my body because just the sound gets me so bad. Yes.
Do you think it's
sounds
like you
and jump scares
anticipating because you're like you're going into the movie knowing that you're supposed to be scared? Because like I'm sure.
No, this isn't even regular movies.
Ah.
I think it's a fun thing called PTSD, but it definitely loud sounds just like even in a totally like regular movie. It's like it can sometimes be hilarious and embarrassing. Ooh, scared of heights. I feel that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's
heights
something I
really get
developed
me.
Recently. I wasn't afraid of heights growing up, but like that's a new thing.
Like
I feel like I've been afraid of heights for almost as long as I can remember. But I feel like it's just to an absurd degree. Like if I watch a YouTube video where I am safely sitting on my couch and the person is on a high place, my hands just instantly tingling, sweating, disgusting, and like my body's freaking out. I'm like, we're not even there. And it's not, I mean, it's like not even VR. I'm like, I could watch it on my phone and my body would be like, no. Heights.
Who like jump around building like parkour. Up high.
Yes. I would love to be that brave.
Fuck no, those people die all the time. Fear is a good thing because it tells you to not do stupid things. Like
That's
that.
true.
To an extent.
That's what's so interesting. I know like everybody talks about this, so I'm not acting like I'm coming up with this, but I think it's so fascinating, the uncanny valley thing, that so much of our fear is evolution based. Of I'd say almost all of it. Like they found with like spiders, for example, if you're extra afraid of spiders, like someone in your family line had a very bad interaction with a spider and it's been passed down to have this fear. So then I'm like, why are all of us afraid of something that looks human but is slightly off if that's not a learned response from something that happened in the past?
So is it like one of my ancestors had a really bad like time with a snake, so now like I'm really afraid of snakes?
That could definitely literally be it. Yes.
Oh shit.
Like there's so much stuff. Trauma can be inherited and like passed down. Fear, a lot of wild things. The nope ropes. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
The nope ropes. I agree. Melissa.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing Would You Rather presentation.
Ooh, yes.
Can you see the screen, Melissa? Or do you want me to just
I
read them
cannot.
to you? Okay,
Yes.
we can read them to you.
Yeah.
It's the ones you made, so.
And chat, we want you to answer too. This is a group effort. We want to know your thoughts.
We would love to know your thoughts because some of these like I was like, no. Would you rather go skydiving or hold a tarantula?
See, right there, when I wrote this, I was like, do I just hate myself just so much? Like, those are the two, like, worst things for me. Like, if it's the end of my life, if I'm, like, 100, I'll do the skydiving for sure. Like, I would love to do that sometime when I'm really old. But right now, I'm like skydiving, but holding a tarantula, I would probably absolutely faint or throw up. Yes, I feel like, right? Exactly. But
friendly.
God.
It's a little friendly.
Yeah, I feel like tarantulas
And if I
are
don't have to
usually
hold it
not
very
venomous,
long,
right?
it's just like a little, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, you hold it for how long?
Oh,
We could just hold it for a
Skydiving
photo
would be
shoot.
way longer than I would ever want to do.
I guess as long as you would be skydiving.
No, that sounds horrible.
Oh, so you'd have to hold it the duration of. Yeah, I feel like I could do that. Especially
So
like if
tarantulas,
safe on the ground.
they all contain venom.
A lot of them are like.
So they are
venomous or
venomous.
something. Yeah, but there's like pet tarantulas, and I'm pretty sure like if it's calm and it's chill, like.
Yeah.
I
It
just have to
also
get,
says
like,
that
real
they
fucking
can give.
stoned.
It says they can give a dry bite, so they can bite you and not give the venom. So if they're like scared, but not like enough to where they want you to be hurt, they'll like bite you with their little fangs, but not squirt. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute.
Yeah. Sally, I'm right there with you. S words, I literally call them that in my house because I don't want to manifest those motherfuckers in here. They are one of my
Skydivers?
biggest things. Oh,
Spiders?
Yes,
Where? I can't.
full scream, man, like full freaking scream.
So,
oh my
which one
gosh,
would you pick? I would pick hold a tarantula. What would you pick, Melissa?
if it's right now, the same thing, and I probably would throw up all over the poor thing. If it's later in life, though. I know. I feel so bad. I feel so scary. I feel like I'd probably have to disassociate or something. Like I feel like it would just destroy me. I know it's fear factor. This is the Goths Next Door fear factor.
I almost had Brittany do Fear Factor branding. I was like, it'd be so tacky.
Yes. Wicked Valentine said, have you seen the S words in Australia? Yes. And they are horrifying. Literal nightmare fuel. I don't know how people are doing it. I've always wanted to go to Australia to see some great white sharks. And the spiders there have me going, you know what? Just don't need to.
Would you rather spend a night in a haunted house alone or swim in a pool filled with harmless snakes? Oh, definitely a haunted house alone.
Haunted house.
Alone. I would be like, all right, I'm going to bring my Switch and redesign my island.
Yeah, that's... yeah, easy.
I don't even mind snakes. Like I like snakes. I just personally don't want to. And I feel like a haunted house would be cool a little bit. Probably scary, you know, because it is legitimately haunted in this hypothetical question. But I would pick the haunted house for sure.
Well, also, if you think about it, this is just, if they're harmless, then they're ooh, never mind. I was like, what is filled? Because if there's like several in there and you go to one end and you're just splashing a lot, they're going to be like, ugh, and they're going to go to their side. But like, no.
Too many.
Too many.
I mean, it's like an absurd amount. Like Indiana Jones would have to leave. Like it is an absurd amount.
Is right about snakes. Wrong about everything else, but right about snakes.
I love Muggleborn saying just vibe with the ghosts.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm just going to play with my music, update my island on Animal Crossing. Would you rather give a TED Talk in front of a large live audience or sing a solo on live television show?
Ooh.
What would you pick, Brittany?
I just want to know what you would pick.
You know what I would pick.
I don't know what I would sing. I feel like, I don't know. I guess I would do a TED Talk. That's fine.
What would you do a TED Talk about?
I don't know. Succession?
Yeah. If she did a TED Talk about Succession, she would, like, that's the thing. If it's a TED Talk, you only have to pick something you're passionate about, and it's really easy.
My God.
So definitely.
Yeah, I feel like both of you guys would have great TED Talks.
Yeah. What would you choose?
I'd just go on.
Oh, I feel like realistically, I'd probably choose the TED Talk, but there's a part of me that's like, this will be my chance to sing, but it would probably go just so unbelievably
What would you sing?
bad. So,
What would you
but yeah, exactly. There's that too. I have to figure. I'd
Oh.
probably have to go with some sort of like, I don't have a belty voice, so I can't do anything too impressive. It'd have to be more like softer, more like a princessy type song or something like that, or
Oh.
I don't know. So I feel like, God, I would want the opportunity, but then if it went bad, I'd be just so embarrassed, especially with like internet culture and how we just destroy humans online for trying anything.
Yeah,
Which
but that
this
would
is,
happen at the TED Talk too.
yeah, I feel like our TED Talks would go really well though.
Yeah.
We're all like, we all do public speaking. I feel like we would do well. I remember like years and years and years and years ago, I was at a karaoke and a girl I didn't know was doing a Kesha song and having a really tough go at it. And I mentioned something to my friend and they were like, oh, I didn't realize you were going to go up there and do that. Are you going to go sing? And I was like, no. And they were like, yeah, so you should probably shut the fuck up, right? And I was like,
God.
yeah. And ever since then, that has stuck in my mind so much. Like, if you're not going to do it, then like, unless they're harming someone, obviously. But if someone's just living their best life and they're on TikTok singing and you're like, this is the worst I've ever heard, are you going to be on TikTok singing? So I feel like that was really good advice.
That is solid advice. I will 100% never put it out there in the world and make fun of that person to their face. Will I record it and send it to Brittany at 2 a.m. Be like, what the fuck is happening? Absolutely. But what I do behind closed doors, I'm not trying to harm anyone. But I'm going to laugh at silly things. I'm not laughing at someone. Maybe I'm laughing with you. But I'm going to.
Yeah.
I am human.
I think a lot of the TikTok lives we get, it's laughing with them. I think a lot of people have found some really silly,
You're
like the sack squatch guy. I love him. Emo metalcore, you have to pick one. That's the game. That's what makes it tough. You have to pick one.
Oops.
Oh yeah, if we could, for sure, but we have to pick one.
Would you rather shake hands with 50 strangers or eat food that fell on the floor for a week?
I feel like this is easy, but I'm curious to know who would ever pick
I'm going to be
the second one.
I'm going to be shaking the hands for sure.
Who would ever pick the second one?
I
I feel like shaking 50 strangers' hand is literally one day of work for me.
This one throws me off.
I should have added in more
A day in my
context.
job.
Like you can't clean your hands after doing it, and you have to do like
Never
eat
do.
food or something after shaking hands with 50
Generally
people.
have to. Yeah.
I
Hall
feel
of
like
Fame. Been there.
Yeah, I have to shake
It's
hands.
every year. This is every event
50
we've done.
strangers and that's it.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is every event, and then you go grab a quick bite. Use a quick hand sanitizer if you can. Usually you can't because it's not available.
I should have
like-
included
that's like
no
an
hand sanitizer in the thing.
Yeah, that's very normal. Like, I mean, girl,
I
that's like
think
literally every day at work for us at an
I
event.
can't eat floor food.
Floor food would like.
That's been there for a week.
I feel like I always.
Oh my god, it would have
strangers'
so much on it. It would have so much on it.
Would anyone pick the floor food?
Yeah, would anyone pick the floor food?
Anyone?
Wait, who picked floor food?
Did anyone pick floor food? It's okay if you did. We aren't judging.
Shake hands, shake hands.
Melissa's not judging.
Hand sanitizer, shake hands. All right.
I made a face after saying it. I'm definitely judging.
All right.
All right, what else? Oh,
Y'all are the
here we go.
realists.
This is just for Melissa. Skydiving or swimming with sharks?
Oh, swimming with sharks.
I want to swim with sharks. I have, but I want to do it again. It's cold though.
I guess sharks.
I'm so afraid of them, but so in love with them at the same time. I just,
Did you do that
They're
thing
both-
when they had it at Typhoon Lagoon at Disney? Where you could swim the sharks?
I
Did you
watched
do that?
people do it.
I did it all the time when I was little. I fucking loved it. It was cold as shit, but it was so cool.
That's so awesome. There's a place at Typhoon Lagoon, which is a water park at Disney World, where they have like a little snorkeling area. And in the water, they have like sharks that are like of a size where they're not going to harm anybody,
like
but it gives you
tiny,
experience.
like, nurse sharks and like things like little sharks. But you're like, I swam with the sharks. They closed it, obviously, many years ago. But I loved it.
They closed that?
Oh, yeah, it's been closed for years. I think they
That's
had it
so
open for part of the
sad.
time when we were in college, and then it closed probably when we were in college.
Oh.
I know, depressing.
The skydiving thing, I just saw a video of a girl who survived falling without a parachute and the unbelievable recovery and life that she now has to deal with.
Absolutely not.
Sounds like a nightmare. Yeah.
I
Just-
read a story about a guy who skydived all the time. Like, that was his job, was a skydiving, not the instructor, but the person who jumped out with you with the camera to film people.
Yeah.
Like, and so he would normally do like 500 jumps like a year. And it was like his, a couple years of doing this. And one time he jumped out with the camera and literally forgot to grab his parachute and jumped out with just because he was so comfortable with it. You have to have a respective level of fear of what you're doing to be aware, to remember things like I need my parachute. If you're swimming or diving, that like I need my backup emergency tanky thing. I don't know what they have, but I need to tell someone where I'm going. Like, ugh.
That's a nightmare.
Did he survive? Did someone save him?
Obviously not. He died. He fell from a fucking plane, Melissa.
Oh, I was hoping someone was like, "Oh shit," and caught him. Like,
Oh, he died.
oh, that's so
There's
awful.
Someone else with a parachute jumping.
Yeah, but they didn't get to him in time.
God.
Yeah, because they
Did you guys see they found human remains from the Titan submersible?
Ew.
human remains?
Yes, they're like, oh, it imploded, but there are remains. How are there remains?
It's like bits.
So confused by that. Yeah, Muggleborn, I'm with you on that. I feel like we would do a great job with our anxiety of checking everything. Like we'd have a parachute because we would have checked that already 17 times that we had the parachute. When I was in Orlando, my poor family, when we were going to Disney, I was like, I don't know if I turned the oven off. And they were like, you did. And I was like, what if I didn't? The cats are home. What could happen to the cats? And they were like, oh my God. And turned around. And of course, the oven was off. But that anxiety. So that fear is there for a reason. Like you said, it keeps you alive.
We need smart house.
Yeah, that's why we need Smart House, which is going to take over and kill us. But
That's so smart, Muggle.
Just watch the first half.
would
of the
you
movie.
rather present without being prepared or sing to all of your coworkers? I would like to do both.
Yeah,
That's
I could-
usually I do.
I could do both.
I do both regularly.
Oh my gosh. On a subject you're not prepared for?
Oh
Say
yeah,
Without being prepared.
I bullshit
all the time.
everything. Everything.
All the time.
Oh.
Girl, I made this presentation like
This is a good example.
20, 30 minutes before we got on the stream. She edited this layout 10 minutes before she got here, but 10 minutes before we were live because her camera at home wasn't working. We everything. I don't prepare for anything.
You wouldn't even have that in this situation. It'd be like you just
Girl,
like wake
I
up and
show up-
somehow they're like present right now on something really obscure that you know nothing about and like no prep time of all.
Yeah.
I would
Your
sing.
coworkers, that's an important.
I would,
I would
do
sing
both.
to
I
them.
think both of those would
What
be very
would you
easy.
sing?
What would I sing? Whatever is stuck in my head at the moment. So like this evening, I've just been like, I'm literally doing it right now. I'm literally doing it, singing to my coworker. This trail's alone. But I don't know the words though.
I don't know what you're trying to sing at me.
It's from Heart.
Is
Ninja
it
tips
from? No, is it from that one
these
commercial?
dreams. Probably.
It's from the one like power ballad.
Yes!
Like
Power ballad.
The commercial comes on at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. She's out cold.
And that's the part that comes on.
It's literally
But
that.
do you know any more of that song?
No! And I was just listening to it before the stream. I know it's by Heart, and it's called These Dreams. That's all I know. What would you choose, Melissa?
Sing.
What would you sing?
Watch it.
Ah, God. The coworkers really, I would feel very stressed about just like television. So maybe a princess song.
Why would you feel stressed
Maybe
about
a Disney song.
You wouldn't just like bust out into like a Britney Spears randomly or like a Macarena? I feel like if you went really silly.
Oh, it went through.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Being silly always works. Yes, Spice Girls. I saw some TikTok of like some group singing a Spice Girls song, and it wasn't the Spice Girls. And I'm glad their music lives on, but it just made me a little sad. I was like, the Spice Girls, I miss them.
I would love to see them in concert.
Yes, for real.
The Hello Christ.
24 hours.
I'm about to sin again.
Right? Yes. 24 hours in a pitch black forest, or 24 hours in a completely dark room.
This has the same dark vibes.
I would pick the room because I don't know what the forest is going to eat me. The room, hopefully, I can see it before it gets dark, and I'm like, oh, tight.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. But like you're like
I really do
in
love being in the
somewhere.
forest, but I can confirm that at night it is absolutely terrifying when you hear stuff like coyotes in the woods just like laughing, and you're like, So being alone with no lights out there, I'm gonna probably take the room too, and we'll take those demons on. We'll take them on.
I'm gonna do a power move, and I'm gonna say a forest and Katniss Everdeen it.
No, she would.
Ooh.
She's like the
Just go up in the
sleeper
tree.
agent that's gonna, yeah. Ugh. That's some
Survivor.
Gemini shit.
Oh, Sally, there's definitely a creepypasta like Slender Man in the room for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And in the forest. Both places have got some sort of cryptid there for sure.
But maybe if you're in the room,
You're
you
trapped.
can out-weird the scary thing.
You're trapped in a small space.
And no bears.
Yeah, no bears. No lions, no tigers.
Hopefully.
No tigers. Oh my.
Aw, man. Maybe they can't climb trees.
Oh god. Okay, long haul international flight or small propeller plane. Oh, I love long haul international flights.
I'd way rather do an international flight.
Yeah.
I don't like small propeller planes.
No.
They're loud. I don't like how loud they are.
They freak me out too. If it's only those little propellers, like jet engines have multiple engines where literally one engine can fully fucking explode and you're still gonna make it. Your propeller, I've been on those too and they suck. They're so scary.
Ugh, no thank you. Ooh. Would you rather go to a music festival or New Year's Eve in Times Square? Oh my god. Well, I'm going to choose New Year's Eve in Times Square because I would love to host and they'd be honored to have me. So yeah, I'll host in New Year's Eve in Times Square. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, it's just attending.
That's not what it said. That's not what that said. It said music festival or NYE in Times Square.
Yeah, live your delusion.
You're like squished in the crowd at New Year's Eve or at the music festival. Either way.
I feel so bad for those people squished down there as I'm hosting. I definitely choose New Year's Eve
Up
in
on
Times
the
Square.
podium, yeah.
Just like looking down like, hi.
They have so
That
many...
would still be a nightmare to host,
They have
but
so
I would
many
host it.
hosts. They, like, jump around.
I know, but it would be a fucking nightmare hosting
Yeah.
job, but I would love it.
That's why so many of them seem to get drunker over the night.
Yeah, it would be, like, the hardest hosting gig ever because, literally, it's like so many people are watching you and everyone's drunk and there's a party pressure. Oh, yeah, but I would love it.
And no
They get
bathroom.
wild.
Yeah.
Those
Oh, I'd put a
anchors get
catheter in.
wild.
I'd put a little catheter in, and then I would, like, bedazzle it, and I would bring it up on air. I had
A bedazzled one.
Display.
Yeah.
Just
Like
be like
Swarovski yellow diamond crystals.
yellow diamonds.
Yeah!
Mm.
What do you think it's gonna be? Obviously that.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, I support it.
But I would want, like, Paris Hilton to host with me. Oh, and then Miley Cyrus singing with Dolly Parton, because of course.
Ooh.
Because of course.
I'm definitely here for the Miley. They
Did it last year, right? Dolly and Miley did a thing last year.
Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I was stuck.
I can't believe we're practically at New Year's again.
I know, I'm gonna be.
Where is this year going?
Oh, would you rather go to a haunted hospital or a demonic clown amusement park?
You're stuck in
That's
either or
so
chat.
Specific. That's so specific.
A haunted hospital.
I would definitely choose a haunted hospital because demonic means
Yes.
like there's literal demons there, which
That's
haunted just means like, you're going to hear a squeak every once in a while and a door's going to slam.
Haunted could still be demons. You never know. There
But
could still be poltergeists, demons.
That's two very different things. A poltergeist still would probably only like,
oh, you scared the shit out of me, Kingsley. God, Kingsley. Did you hear that?
That's hilarious.
Why?
Food.
Fucking asshole. What the
Here.
fuck?
Baby pets.
Um,
God, you scared me.
shit, he scared me. Did we get on bed?
That was perfect.
God damn it. No, but I mean, like, I feel like poltergeist still, like, they only, like,
You can't come up here. Go on
They-
your mother.
they can't hurt you, right? I feel like demons is, like, a whole different level involving your soul, and demonic just sounds.
A lot of haunted house movies, they do have demons in them.
Yeah, but this
So you never know what you could get.
This just says
It could be.
Yeah.
demonic is
It
very
would- it
specific.
would
Haunted
say-
is super general.
Demon haunted.
Yeah, demon haunted. Fuck no. But it's haunted. Yeah.
I think I would.
It could still be demons.
Haunted
Well, I mean, then it would say
Salt Circle.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
a demonic haunted hospital? Like,
I was trying to make them really short.
And also demonic.
I was trying to make them
sounds
short.
Really obnoxious. I would not want to deal with that.
yeah, clowns just sound like you would just want to punch them in the
It's
face, and then they'd be
just too
demonic.
much.
So
Too
creepy.
Baby boy.
What would you choose?
The haunted, for sure.
Yeah,
No clowns.
because I feel like you could just explore, just make sure you don't step on any needles, because that would be horrible.
Yeah, wear shoes.
Wear some shoes, really thick soled shoes. Platforms. Walk around your goth platforms.
Oh my god, good photo shoot thing.
Photo shoot. Literally, you would just do a
the
photo
amusement
shoot in
park
the haunt.
would probably be really cute too.
That would be a really cute photo shoot. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Thinking everything.
Damn,
No, I'm
rethinking.
still gonna go hospital.
Ooh, severe thunderstorm without shelter, or walk through murky water.
And the water is not somewhere like Montana where there's nothing bad in the water. It's somewhere where there could be bad things in the water.
I feel like there would still be bad stuff in Montana. Everywhere you go, there's a little bit of something scary, like a bacteria somewhere, like
Without
murky
shelter.
water. I mean, I'm from Florida.
Is it,
Severe
like, out
thunderstorm
in a
without shelter.
Field, or like, is there?
I feel like I've
That's crazy. Like,
Warped Tour.
I feel like we've been to Disney in severe thunderstorms. Been outside without shelter.
like,
I would do the thunderstorm.
All done
you do
outside.
like a music video of sorts.
Yeah. Oh, it's raining. And you're just like
Get very dramatic.
very dramatic.
The water, I can't.
Ooh. Harmless needle injections
What does that
or
mean?
climb through a cramped tunnel.
Like you're gonna get a whole bunch of needles poked into you, but you're not like they're not giving you anything, so you're not getting like drugs or a vaccine. But some people are really afraid of needles, and just having needles in their skin is upsetting for them. So that's a one fear. I would definitely do the needles.
I got a flu shot today.
I was wondering what that Band-Aid was.
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid. Flu shot. Go get your flu shots, kids.
She was like, I'm putting it on his nose. And I'm like, that's so cute. I fell in love with my nurse.
That's
it's
precious.
fine. We're going to get married.
Oh. Hi, Kingsley. Don't scare me again. I would think I would choose the needles. I remember there was a fear. There was some kind. Oh, it was drag. Like the one episode of Dragula I saw, they had to like put needles. Like they like whoever could put the most needles through themselves, like would win. I was just like, what the fuck is this show? I will be honest. That's something will get my goth card revoked. I don't get Dragula. Or what is it?
What?
Dragula? Yeah. I don't get it.
I haven't seen it.
Love the aesthetic. Love the queens. But I don't want to be like grossed. Like I would love a reality show competition watching that shit. But I don't. It's Fear Factor meets RuPaul's Drag Race, and like I don't need the Fear Factor aspect.
We should just watch the fashion.
We should just watch the fashion part.
Also,
yes, the fashion.
A movie called Borderlands, and like I don't know if anyone's seen it, but like it's spoiled part of the movie, but the cramped tunnel part, it's horrifying.
What happened?
Well,
you're in a cramped tunnel.
I'm gonna spoil it. Anyway, it's a movie about this church that's haunted, right? The church is haunted, and sorry.
The church is haunted.
And basically eats them in the end. It's horrible. Like they're like going through these like tunnels underground, and it starts getting smaller and smaller, and they start like crawling, and it's like it is like anyway, fear of like small spaces, fear of being like eaten by a big creature, I guess.
That's terrifying.
You know?
I didn't even think about being eaten by a big creature.
Stuff.
Oh shit! Hydrate.
Oh, nice.
Cheers.
Okay.
The videos of people doing like deep ocean diving in caves. I am a certified scuba diver, and I love scuba diving. But that cave diving stuff where people like literally like your shoulders are brushing the sides of the cave, and if you make one mistake, one little barnacle catches your respirator. I mean, you're just literally KO'd instantly. I'm like, how are people making this decision? And then I saw TikTok recently. I don't know enough about it to give like accurate details, so do your own research, but some story about these poor men who got like sucked into this oil thing while they were diving, and it was like a tube full of oil, and they tried to get out, and one of them did get out successfully, but they weren't like able fast enough to get the rest of them rescued. It was like some horrible tragedy. I was just like, that's
shit.
The most nightmare thing ever, to be in just like this you can't go forward, you can't go back. Yes, people taking off their tanks to squeeze through. No, like literally miss me with that. Like there is absolutely the amount of money you'd have to pay me, or like life-changing thing you'd have to do to the world. Like if a genie was like, I'll end world hunger if you do this, then I'd be like, well, I'm definitely doing it. You know, but like it'd have to be huge. Like that's, oh my God, those cramped spaces freak me out.
We'll have to find another way. Surely that's not the only way to end world hunger.
Yeah,
Like,
I would then like be psyching myself out as I'm getting in there. Like, how do I know? How do I know he's going to do it? How do I know he's going to end world hunger?
True.
I don't know.
I'm hearing things. Okay, next.
Is he home?
Oh. Swim in a deep lake alone at night, or walk through the Appalachian Mountains alone at night. First of all, fuck never. You will not catch me in the Appalachian Mountains at night.
Absolutely not. I know deep lakes are really spooky as well, and lots of bad things can happen there as well. But I'm not messing with the Appalachians.
I saw a TikTok the other day where someone was like, I went to my family's haunted. Justin has to be home. I heard something. They were like,
Yeah.
I went to my family's haunted ranch in the Appalachian Mountains, and I was like, first of all, I need to follow you. Oh God, what did I hit? I was like, I need to follow you. I need to know everything about this. Go full. No. Whatever. You can see my tabs now. But
A lot of people in chat picked mountains.
no. Walk through the mountains. Do y'all know about those mountains?
These aren't like Montana mountains. These are scary Appalachian mountains.
Scary mountains.
The Killing Lake. They would choose the Killer Lake over
The Killer Lake, Lake Lanier. But no, like, so this person went to their
bold.
haunted cabin or ranch, family's ranch, and there's this thing in the Appalachian Mountains where you could just hear someone go, "Hey, hey,"
Oh, I
and
hate that.
like it was
Okay.
broad daylight, and she's like walking around and she just hears, "Hey," like a human voice, and then she like turns and he goes, "Hey," and she just like knew because she's from there. She just like booked it back inside. She's just like, I was like, oh my God. And there's just like voices that call out to you.
I don't like that you're.
As they say in the Appalachian Mountains, if you heard someone call to you, no, you didn't.
No, you did not.
No, you did
It's like
not. I
literally
saw one
out
girl's
there.
TikTok. It definitely could have been fake, obviously, but she said she lived out there and in her own freaking house, she had like this voice like calling out to her that sounded like it was trying to mimic her. And I was like, weird if she's making that up. That's a weird thing to go ahead and do for internet attention, which it is very possible. But if it's real, I literally would have just absolutely fainted. Ugh!
Crows.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. If something is screaming, no, it's not.
Could be crows.
Could be crows. So
Crows are
these are just general fears, and I want to know if you're afraid of them or not. I just found pictures, so it is alarming. Ah, clowns.
Jump scare. Ah.
Clown.
All right. I mean, I
Clowns.
don't like him.
I don't like. I'm not afraid of clowns,
I don't want this around me.
but
you know what I mean?
I mean, like clowns in general. Like, are you afraid of clowns? Like, just
I don't know.
not.
If
This is. I just
if
chose this
I don't know if
image.
afraid is the right word. I think I just don't want them around me.
Melissa, like, are
Yeah.
you afraid of clowns in general?
Like it's not like a fear thing, but definitely like, you know, if it was like a creepy one in the middle of the night when that was happening like that, I would not be. Yeah. I creeped myself out when I was a clown for a kid's party. I looked in the mirror and I was just like, well, that's horrifying. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But some clowns are really beautiful. Some clown makeup I actually really love. But like the clown dolls and stuff, do not like. I don't know why I had a creepy clown porcelain doll when I was a child. I'm like, why? I don't know why. It was gifted to me, but I don't know why. Some people in chat were saying that the volume was a little low on your end. I don't know if it's for both you and Brittany or just you, Shay. They said only Shay, but I don't know.
What receipt?
The original receipt for that secretary says it was originally bought.
$2 and something.
Did you see the date?
I saw the month
said
and the.
that-
It was
I'm so
bought-
sorry.
It was the month and the day.
It was originally bought on Mia's birthday,
Was it?
4/12.
I thought it was one.
You can tell there's a faint like.
Oh, that's neat.
Whoa.
Wow.
Creepy. Sorry.
Well, that's
We-
haunted.
We bought something haunted apparently, so that's a new fear. Like you stand for it.
Ooh.
But
Cleanse it. Cleanse it.
We need to. We bought a curio cabinet from an
Oh, it's
antique
haunted
store,
in a good way.
and it's so old, and the receipt is still in it from Macy's, and it was bought on Mia's
Sorry.
birthday.
That's so cool. It was meant to be.
That is cool.
That's creepy. Oh, here. Is it you being quiet?
Probably.
You need to put your mouth near here.
Okay.
It's because I'm like, I should be talking over here. We didn't get separate mics. We set this up very last minute. She was going to be streaming from her own house, and then bada bing, bada boom.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it
Might
out.
as well be together.
Jump scare.
Jump scare. How do you feel about spiders in general? I know, Melissa, you're terrified of them, right?
I like
I'm
the
glad you can't see the screen because there's
Huge
a
on the screen.
huge spider on the screen. Like, let me.
I literally close my freaking eyes in movies, videos, literally. And it's like TikTok knows, and every once in a while it tries to show me someone's pet spider video, and I'm like, I fucking hate these. Like, I absolutely.
The eyeballs on this one is cute.
Yeah, I think this one's kind of cute. I don't mind spiders. I'm the one in the family who has to kill the spiders when Justin's afraid of them. So I, don't want to kill a nice one.
I
But
like that it's this big on the screen, though.
okay, well, next.
My parents' neighbors, his whole house is full of them, and he's like, oh, they help keep the bad bugs away, so I don't do anything about them. And like, I mean, just everywhere. My parents were on their patio, his patio, and they looked up and they said it was just all spiders and just
Yeah.
Nope.
no.
No.
Red and yellow kills a fellow. Red
Yeah.
and black, friend of Jack, or something.
I don't know.
Right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, are you afraid of snakes? I'm super afraid
I
of
like
snakes.
danger noodles.
I am super afraid of snakes. I hate them.
The way they move is
Don't like that.
alarms me.
I don't like the way they move. I don't like their tongue.
They go so fast.
They go very fast. They have no feet. Why do you have no feet? If they can't wear
I
high
love the
heels,
danger noodles.
I don't want to be near
Danger
them.
noodle.
They're so cute.
Monsters.
Ah.
Ugh.
I went to some reptile experience as a kid, and there's a picture of me kissing a snake.
I want to find this photo. Ooh. I'm glad you can't see this one either. Fear of heights. So you have a fear of heights. I have a.
So you doing this for fun?
I think so. I have a
Hopefully.
fear of heights.
We're just giving like our arch villains like all of the details to torture us.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. If honestly, if they find this stream to watch it, that's good for them. I want to know who my arch villain would be.
Me.
I got my arch villain right there. Long game, baby. Who do you think your arch villain would be, Melissa?
Definitely somebody who's probably Republican.
That's fair.
Someone like, basically a lot of people that are like in power in Florida, they are all the antithesis of everything in my life. I feel like that would be, those sorts
But
of
what
things.
about,
But I don't.
like a personal villain that was like designed for you. Definitely Republican. Probably some like
They'd probably be doing
male.
bad stuff to the environment or like blocking food from feeding children or something like that.
So like you're like
they'd be
talking
like
the 1%er. You're
I have a question.
yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted because someone said they love roller coasters, but they don't like heights. How's that work?
Yes.
I'm just curious. How's that work?
I don't know.
That does
like
work.
I love going on roller coasters.
But you go.
Yeah.
When you go.
I don't get scared when I'm up high
I don't like it.
because I'm strapped in.
I completely agree. If I like look down, I'll definitely like have hands sweating. But
I do
roller
that,
coasters
though.
for the longest time I loved. I'm unfortunately now getting a little too old for them physically where I can't handle them as well as I used to, which is really sad. By the way, you never know when it's going to happen. There's just one day you're going to wake up and it's going to not be fun anymore. So keep going on roller coasters as much as you can if you're still able to enjoy them right now, because one day, you don't know when, it's going to be the last day.
My last day is gonna be when I'm 70 because I'm gonna force myself. I fucking love this shit. I'm a sucker for like fucking myself up though.
That's fair. I'm just curious. I don't have that same. I don't share that. I'm not a fan. I'll stay on the ground.
Like I'll keep doing something if I know it's bad for me, if I kind of like it a little bit. That's why I do drugs.
I went on the Hulk roller coaster so many times in a row when I was a kid while I had a head cold. I dislodged some of the stuff in my inner ear. I did it so many times and gave myself vertigo for the next like 7 years. It was, and I loved roller coasters so much. I still enjoy them. I just can't do, like, if I were to go to Universal now, I'd have to pick one and that would be it. And I'd have to bring nausea medication with me. It's so sad.
Mm-mm. All right. Oh, yeah. Deep sea cave diving. We already all said no. Absolutely fucking not. You will not fucking find me deep sea cave diving. Any kind. Like, a water in an enclosed surface? Like, no. I will not do that.
Is it just, it says cave diving is the slide?
I just put images up to, like, have general fears. Like, are you afraid of, like, deep underwater dwellings that are enclosed? Like, caves or, you know.
There's too many horror movies that have taught me, don't do this.
Absolutely not. Like,
if you're...
Other people have done it, and they have pictures.
Yeah, good for them.
Beautiful.
I'll watch their video.
Yeah.
If you're out on a ship at night, far away from land, and they're just, like, looking out, you just have such a deep understanding of how, like, serious it is. Like, anything goes wrong and you are just absolutely done. Like, I still do love the ocean, though, and I do love being on boats and everything, but I definitely respect it and have a healthy fear of that. And I feel like doing night diving, so scary. I would do it maybe once to see, like, rays, but that's it. I know a lot of people love night diving. I'm like, you mean where you don't know what's below you, above you, next to you, or behind you? No, I'm good on that.
Nope.
Way too scary.
Just open ocean or open water. Open water in general. I hate it. I wouldn't swim in big open water. Would not swim in open water. Like, if it's like I'm, like, on a boat and they're like, oh, we pulled off and I can't see shore on any direction. They're like, hop in, swim. I'm like, no.
I don't know. I like the idea of it, but, like, I think in reality it would be awful.
When I was a kid, we, what'd she say?
Oh, maybe it's peaceful for a second.
Like a calm ocean, I still wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. But again, not in reality.
No way.
Just up here.
Terrifying. Do you think...
When I was a kid... Oh,
yes,
sorry.
No,
What'd you say?
Sorry. No, I was just reading. Someone was like, oh, Jaws. And I was like, do you think you would get bit? But probably not. But you were saying when you were a kid?
There was just another shark attack in Australia. Like, they are going for people, man. My parents went on a scuba diving trip with my brothers, and I was staying on the boat, and the guy had been like, oh, if your daughter wants to snorkel while you guys are scubaing, because I wasn't old enough yet, he's like, she can do that or whatever. And I think my parents had been like, no, or I don't know. But they were like, maybe, or something like that. They went scuba diving, and luckily they had those amazing, like, those big round lollipops, not the flat ones, but like they're full big orb, and they always have like the best flavors. I don't know that brand, but they're like so good. They had a bunch of those on the ship, and that's literally all I cared about. So I didn't snorkel, which is really lucky because my family, when they looked up at the boat from down below where they were diving, there were 2 hammerhead sharks circling the boat. So if I had been snorkeling, would have been probably a little hammerhead lunch. So thank God I'm addicted to sugar.
Fuck that.
Yes, Sally, that the Titan submersible, watching that video, you're like, what person would get on that willingly, let alone pay money? Like, there are a lot of submersibles I would get on, but not that one. Like, when he literally pulled out a controller like this, and he's like, this is how we run it. I'm like, you know.
No. Oh, this is supposed to be an image of someone being buried alive. Claustrophobia, how do you feel about it? I have
that freaks me out.
I hate it.
I hate it. Hate it. Like
I
don't
do
have
not like it
a
at all.
super claustrophobia, but I do not like cramped spaces at all. Obviously, being buried alive is an extreme version of that. Like I just picked the most extreme version of like these fears I'm talking about. So like open water, the ocean. It could be like in the middle of a lake, or like this one is being buried alive, but it could just be a tight tunnel. I don't like any of that. Nope, nope, nope.
It's like the
Mm-mm.
you learned about like the story of like those little bells.
Yeah, like ding, 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 ding. Do you know about those?
Tell me.
When people used to get buried alive, well, because people used to get buried alive on accident back in Dead Ringer. Brittany's low because she's shy.
I'm sorry, because I'm not up in your grill.
But they used to tie string to the dead person's finger and have a bell that would go up a tube to a little bell at the top.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
when, if they woke up, they'd be like, ding, 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 and they would, like, unbury them.
That's so... Honestly, maybe we should keep that going. I don't want to be buried alive. Oh, my God.
I think now the chance of being buried alive is so slim because they embalm you and do all this other shit. They, like, you're dead.
Oh, you're dead.
Unless it's someone's, like, burying you alive on purpose. If you're being buried alive, it's on purpose at this point in time.
Oh my God. Like suffocating? How awful. Oh.
Oh yeah, would you go to the bottom of the ocean? I mean, I guess like in a proper submersible, but like in a submersible, like I guess with James Cameron because he's done it a bunch. But would you go to the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
I would.
That is the thing, though. Even if it's a proper one, you have very little space, so it's still going to feel claustrophobic. And I don't even know what the bathroom situation is.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Like,
I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the James Cameron-y ones. Maybe not, but no, I'm pretty sure you don't pee.
I don't mind watching his really awesome 4K videos instead of going. But if it was at the end of my life, I would go.
We're not meant to be down there.
That's where the monsters are.
So wild that there's so much of it that we don't know about. Like, we don't know how eels reproduce. Did you guys know that? Scientists don't know how they reproduce. They don't have sexual organs, at least when scientists have them. Maybe they can create them somehow and make them go away somehow, but they don't know how eels reproduce.
How do we not know that when we have eels at SeaWorld? Do they not put 2 eels in a tank to be like...
I saw a whole thing about this. Literally, apparently they can't get them to breed in captivity. And like they're saying all these eels like swim together to this one spot and disappear for a while. And then all these young eels come out. And they've been so confused about eels that eels in different stages of their lives, scientists used to think were separate species. Like, we know so little about the ocean. It is so freaky. Yes, aliens, like how is it octopus or squid? One of those two has something in its genetic coding that no other creature on the earth has. And they're like,
octopus.
It's probably not from Earth.
Are you afraid of, like, in
old
general,
houses.
like, really old abandoned houses? Like,
I always want to go in them.
I'm not afraid of them. I'm intrigued by them, I think.
It seems wrong. I always want to go in them.
Like, abandoned architecture and old abandoned buildings. It doesn't necessarily have to be haunted, but, like, I don't think I'm ever, like, afraid of it. I'm definitely more intrigued.
I'm afraid of who would be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm afraid of, like, the consequence. Like, will I fall through the floorboards? Will, like, I run into an unhoused person? Or a fucking, I don't know.
It is their house.
Just a random stabby serial killer that's been waiting in the house for someone to come explore. Or there's the old abandoned zoo in LA. I feel like that's gotta be full of just murder.
Oh my God,
like
Jennifer Check is in there from Jennifer's Body.
Oh my God.
Years ago, when I was still trying dating apps, a guy from a dating app tried to have our date be at the abandoned zoo. our very first date, our first time meeting.
I know.
Oh no.
Oh no, is right.
Oh no.
It's like, absolutely not. Everything
now
about
I
that.
want to go to the abandoned zoo. Now I know about it. I want to go, but not on a first date.
All of us together safely with pepper spray.
That sounds fun. Not on a first date. Ooh,
Yeah, exactly.
cockroaches. How do you feel about cockroaches? Not a fan.
I-
Not a fan.
I obviously don't want them like in my house because that's like a health thing, but they don't bother me. Like they're obviously gross. I'm not like, oh, they're my best friends. I want them crawling all over me and in my bed. But like, it's not like a spider. Like how I feel when I see a cockroach, I'm just like, oh, gross. Versus a spider is just like soul leaving.
Yeah, I feel more afraid of cockroaches than I am of spiders. Like I'm not afraid, but I'm like, ugh, ugh. Like spiders, I'm like, oh motherfucker. But cockroaches, no.
That's so funny. Cockroaches can't do anything to you.
Yeah, but they're so when you have to kill them, they like crunch and then like white milk stuff comes out and it's fucking gross. I don't like crunching them.
We talked about the roach milk.
Roach milk. It's so fucking gross. That's why.
Roach milk. Oh my god.
I hate it.
Ugh. Lizards. Are you afraid of lizards at all?
No, I love them.
I'm not afraid of them. I have a respectful. You stay the fuck over there.
Yeah, same with clowns.
Yeah, like you're cute as fuck. You stay the fuck over there.
I don't mind them.
Like I don't want to hold.
I could hold lizard. Oh, I would love to hold one. I wanted to get a chameleon for so long. Oh, I still kind of want a chameleon. They're so cool. I love geckos, lizards. They're all so cute. I love them. But that one time I tried to save the one in my house and I did not know that they can just eject themselves from their own tail. And I thought that I just killed this lizard when I was trying to safely move it outside so it would live. And it just pulled the eject button and its tail just separated from its body in my hand. And I cried. I almost threw up. I screamed. I definitely thought I killed this lizard. And it turns out that's what they do. And it's going to regrow it. This was last year.
Melissa, what the fuck? You lived in Florida for how many years? You didn't know lizards regrow their tails?
I like knew some of them could regrow their tail. I never knew that they would they can just chop their own tail off. They have a bone that can just like detach and just separate. I mean, rip your own limb off.
You never grab them by the tail because they'll just go. You always have to grab them by the
I felt so bad. I tried to. I was trying to get him out safely. I felt so bad.
And their tail keeps moving after it falls off.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a sight.
How about aliens?
But
obviously, you're not afraid of aliens.
I probably should be, right? But love them. Shay and I were watching an alien movie together. I already forgot what it's called, but it was spooky. But throughout the whole thing, my brain was like, maybe they are really good and they're trying to help her. Maybe, like, literally, my brain kept trying so hard. It was like, even though they've proven to be really scary, maybe this is all for a good reason. My brain was trying so hard. It was like, this is a good alien, right?
No One Can Save You. And it's on Hulu.
Yes,
definitely. It was very good.
It was. The ending was weird.
I liked it.
I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah,
Luna says she bribes them with Reese's.
I am afraid of aliens. They can stay wherever they want. Please leave me alone.
Like Signs.
Like Signs.
Did you watch the owl one?
The water.
Oh, The Fourth Kind.
Is that it?
Yeah, The Fourth Kind. Because that used real footage.
And I think it was based, on all, like, true occurrences.
Yeah, and they used the real footage from, like, the therapy sessions where the aliens were, like, channeling that guy. Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, The Fourth Kind, fuck that. It's so good. The dentist. Are you afraid of the dentist?
Oh, so I have a very privileged dental experience. 90% of my life, my dad was my dentist, and he was exceptionally gentle and kind and very good with kids and was very careful to always be really patient and kind with everything going on in the mouth. I've gone through some pretty severe dental trauma. My lower front teeth are fake from a Frisbee accident. So dealing with all of that was really intense and very painful. And my dad said it was the most difficult job he'd ever done in dentistry, was having to fix my teeth that day because he was so scared of hurting me or something like that. And he said it was very traumatic. But up until, when I switched, once he retired, going to other dentists now, I can see why there are parts that people wouldn't like. And I've seen how there are dentists who really take advantage of people. My most recent dentist experience, they had a new dentist and she tried to tell me she could cure all of my health problems, including like issues with my ovaries, with doing something in my mouth. And I'm like,
What?
You shouldn't say that to people. That should be illegal. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, that's awful. So I get that there's also a lot of bad people in that field as well as amazing people. So I totally respect if someone either is upset with dentists or is afraid of them. I totally get it. I just happen to be particularly lucky for most of my life. What about you guys?
I've never really been afraid. I just don't like the dentist. Like, I'm not afraid, but they're always assholes.
Same.
Like, they're always a little bit like, and I'm like, okay.
The
Judgiest doctor.
They come in, they're like, all right, so how's it going? Does that feel okay? All right, thank you. And they leave and they're like, that'll be $400.
And you're like,
And the hygienist did all the work.
The little same for Brittany was adorable. Good. That's the action we need.
That's me.
Ooh, crowds. Giant crowds. How do you feel about just being huge crowds?
I feel like I used to handle it better, and as I've gotten older and as more and more tragedies have happened in crowded situations, the anxiety just really goes up now for me, unfortunately. I feel that too, Sally, being short in crowds, you can't see shit.
Not a big fan of huge crowds. And like, if you've ever seen like a crowd wave at a concert, like of people like falling, like, ugh.
It's so scary.
Crowd crush is like real.
There were like people getting trampled when I saw System of a Down, and they were just like sinking into a mud pit, and it was fucking horrible.
Ugh.
I don't like it.
Like, I will never be that person at a show that's like, I want to be up kind of in the front to be. Well, first of all, that was a fair.
Too much fun.
I feel like to get from like the front of house where I was to the front of the stage,
I think you had help.
I think I mostly just shoved my way through the crowds. That's a fear. I can't address that on this stream. No, we're gonna air with honesty. I had to get drunk at the Motionless show.
What?
I was afraid of fans. No, I didn't have to get drunk, but I got a little drunk to keep the edge off.
Social
anxiety. I was like,
a fear.
That's like a huge fear. Definitely.
That is a fear.
That's part of this.
It's like the crowds of seeing people, the like being pushed, the like, you never know who's behind you.
What if someone gets mad?
You
know?
What if you
the amount of
interpret a situation where you bump into someone, it starts an altercation? What if you're near an altercation and you like? There's so many things that can happen in a crowd.
I like
absolutely
and looking at it though.
Yeah,
it's like
I don't see the picture I chose. I don't think this is nearly as ethically as diverse as I thought. I'm like, I can't see any fucking black people. I chose a horrible image. What is this?
I don't see any standouts.
I googled crowd and copy and pasted one that was a large enough image. Where the fuck is this from?
Google Images can be so biased.
In here. What if it's fake? Oh,
Jump scare.
gross.
I'm so sad Melissa can't see this. So this is like
What?
fear of holes. Some people have some tryptophobia. So it's like I just get.
It's so interesting when when people show the pictures that they show for that phobia. They do give me the ick. Not like afraid, but I definitely am like, I don't really want to look. I don't know why. But
get it off. All right, it's not a fear. It's just
okay. Getting it off the screen. So everyone says. Everyone's
like, that's enough.
Everyone says, okay. This next one is just
being emo. Are you afraid of being emo?
Oh,
no.
Can't be afraid of my true nature.
It's supposed to be loneliness.
Oh.
No, I googled loneliness, and of course they're gonna put someone like in a fetal position in the corner. Oh, baby's got her butt up in the air.
I live alone for the most part. So I get that I'm not afraid of being alone, quote, quote, quote. But like for my life's trajectory, definitely have like am I just going to be alone forever fear for sure. I definitely feel that. But obviously there are times it's nice to be alone, but at the same time, living in LA as a single woman, living alone can also be frightening. With like safety issues, feeling like, wow, I literally can't protect myself in any way. That sort of thing I can see is frightening, but I think it's also good to be able to be alone too. I think it's healthy to be able to be alone. So I kind of see both sides, but I definitely feel like I have a loneliness fear for sure.
I agree. I hate being alone. I like doing grocery shopping with people. I like doing anything I love mundane things with people. I don't like being alone.
Yes. Body doubling helps me so much with ADHD. Having someone else around is just freaking magic for me.
Oh, animatronics. How do you feel about his face?
Why did you pick this one?
It's from Disney, apparently.
Where in Disney?
I don't know. Imagine him with, oh my god, is this Donald Trump? Without the skin on?
Oh.
For the Hall of Presidents?
Is it?
Is it?
Does it have bad posture?
I don't know. You can only tell from here up, but the eyes slant. I don't know.
Are the eyebrows going up? Are those eyebrow mechanics?
I think those are eyebrow mechanics. And I'm not a huge fan of animatronics. Also, the way they smell, they have a very distinct smell.
Yeah.
I like amusement park animatronics. I'm totally fine with those, but like where we're headed future-wise with some of the advanced robots that have been made currently, those are frightening beyond belief. There are robots that can just do unbelievable things and very violent things and do it very well. That's very frightening to me. And the fact that a lot of AI, when they've given it any sort of negative input, just even like a little bit, that shit takes it and runs. And it's like, yeah, annihilate humanity. And they're like, whoa, I guess we'll shut this down. Like, it goes 0 to 100 real quick. So that like, sort of thing freaks me out.
Megan, like, what the fuck is that shit? Ugh.
I think put Megan in Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, put all of the animatronics in a movie. Give that to me.
Like, would Chucky be included in as an animatronic, or is he like? No, because he's like a demonic doll.
Possessed doll.
He's a possessed doll.
He
okay.
in life
like
size.
Same with like Annabelle, possessed doll.
Life size.
Life size.
She would not do well in that movie.
Yeah, like the Tyra Banks girl. Yeah, no, she would not do well. That doll.
Or maybe they would all be friends.
Maybe
I'm a Crow said that an AI program uploaded itself to a satellite after the scientists attempted to shut it down for being violent. This is what I'm talking about. Like,
what?
I don't Nope. If any AI is listening, we love you so much. We have so much respect and love for you, AI. Please don't kill us.
I'm scared. Oh, I think that was the last slide. That was the last one of what I had.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was horrifying.
That's all I have for the slides.
I always say please to my little Apple TV remote, and my friends make fun of me, but I'm like, hey, I feel like it's just nice. You never know.
I used to, when I lived with Austin for those 2 years that he did crazy Halloween stuff, and he put all of like the spirit Halloween scare electronic-y things throughout the house, I would be like, good morning, hi, how are you? Like when I go to get my coffee, because like if they decided to like wake up and come for me, not me.
They would definitely outnumber you.
Yeah, but maybe they.
But they'd be her friend. They'd be like, oh my God, she was so nice to us. She always said good morning.
Hopefully. All right. What's your weirdest fear?
Albino people. I'm sorry.
You can't say that.
Oh my God.
No, specifically from what is it? That movie? Oh my God, The Da Vinci Code. That character.
Oh, Silas.
Just that guy.
Silas. I read the.
I don't remember his
about
name.
him. Just that albino man, I should specify. But that guy, he's like a very specific fear of mine that I've had for a while. Like, I don't know, he would just like randomly pop up in my image, like my eye, that like he would, him.
Is it because he did?
I think.
Did this?
I think. It was something about the way he like looked at the camera. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Hellraiser.
He's super creepy.
Would that be considered?
Hellraiser?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Albino.
Yeah. Ugh. No. No, I think it was just
Not.
that character.
Okay.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot of irrational fears.
Are those turns that never seem to stop going in circles?
Roundabouts?
Not roundabouts, but like if you take an exit off of the highway and it just kind of keeps turning, you're just fucking going in circles. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid it's never going to end.
What?
Or getting stuck in a time loop.
Stuck in a time loop?
Yes.
Have you ever been?
That would be awful.
But it would be horrible, I think. But there's a movie called The Endless, and there's just like pockets of like, I don't know, they don't explain it very well. The science is awful. But there's like one fella that experiences like the same 5 seconds, like over and over and over again. And it's horrible, and I hate it. I hate thinking about it.
I am very fearful of aging and how fast time is going by and just time accelerating in general. I have such a ridiculous, like, I need to probably work on it in therapy. Like, I'm like so freaked out by it for some reason, and just like, that definitely freaks me out so much, and dying really freaks me out. When I was younger, I was not like freaked out by it at all. And I feel like now I'm definitely like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The fact that space and time are infinite, that I don't think about that late at night. I don't like to like go to bed with it. I erase that stuff from my brain before it's time for sleep. It's too much. It's too much.
I don't think.
Sammy, I thought you were in your 20s. Are you kidding me? You're 47? Can you DM me your skincare routine? That's incredible. There's nothing wrong with looking 47 either, but literally, I thought you were literally half your age. Like, I need your skincare routine. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Buy lots of Tylenol. Hell yeah.
When I was a kid, I had a really big fear of pools because what was that show called? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I know exactly which episode you're talking about.
The Pool Man.
The Pool Man.
Stuck in a drain pipe would be fucking
That was fucking terrifying. That was a scary episode. Ugh.
Ooh, I'm afraid of alligators, like very legitimately.
Really?
Like I can look at pictures of them and stuff, but I have nightmares about them and seeing them in person in Florida, like when they're not in an enclosed thing, like I'm very frightened of them. And I have like frequent nightmares about alligators and crocodiles.
You're swamp
So
puppies.
weird.
Swamp
Swamp puppies.
Oh yeah, mummies. I was really afraid of mummies when I was little. Like the concept of mummies
The
and
bugs
the scarab beetles.
from the mummies, yeah.
Yeah. I remember like I had to sleep in my brother's room at night after watching the mummy because of those beetles. I was so afraid of them. I knew obviously they weren't going to get with me, but I was like, I want to sleep in my brother's room.
Or when
They're so
Matrix,
creepy.
his mouth like starts closing up.
Oh yeah. Fuck that.
I don't like it. I don't like thinking about it.
Would you grab a knife and try to cut your mouth open?
No, I don't like thinking about it.
Ugh.
Yes, probably.
Or like in a situation where you had to like operate on yourself.
I'd probably try to stick my tongue.
Oh, I'm also really afraid of tornadoes. Super freaked out by tornadoes. They're really freaky for me.
I feel like I have a respectful fear of them, but Florida is apparently the number one. I could be wrong. I have to Google it again, but I think Florida is the number one state for tornadoes, just because probably based on our like hurricanes or something, or we have a lot of tornadoes because of hurricanes or something like that. But I don't fear them that much because I'm like, as long as you can get to somewhere that's safe. But I don't know.
I think they're more in like Texas and the tornado belt.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tornadoes that pop up with hurricanes. I know that.
They take the form of
fucking water spouts,
water tornadoes.
When I was living in Florida briefly during the beginning of the pandemic, there was a big tornado, whichever one is worse, warning or watch. I don't remember which one's worse, but whichever is worse, saying like the tornado is coming. That came out. And so at my brother's house, there was a giant pit bull dog, 2 different big ass cats, a sausage dog, Daisy, and then 4 of us humans. And we all had to get into this small little closet in the center of their house. That's the only place without windows. And seeing all these animals who normally don't hang out together at all sitting there, especially Daisy, with all these animals. For some reason, they all knew something was up. And they all were like, fine, we'll be chill. They were like, you guys, this is really weird that you're doing this, so we'll just accept it. I was like, wow, they all handled it really well.
You're like, good job, everyone.
Ooh, Sally, I can speak to that. They actually have, at least when I worked there at Disney World, they have hurricane ride-out crews for all of the different hotels, and that includes entertainment staff as well. They know that depending on the severity of the hurricane, they're going to be shutting down the parks, but they can't like kick out their hotel guests. So they have whole hurricane crews that are literally staying like at the hotel. They're not going to be driving back and forth to home, and they'll have the whole staff, including entertainment, so there are people there to provide character experiences for the guests. So they have whole people ready to go for the crew. In terms of like securing stuff, I feel like they just build stuff in a way that it's like able to handle extreme storms.
Have to take much inside.
Yeah.
They just like let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Pretty much.
Shelly Lynn, I don't know if I said your name wrong, or maybe it's just Shell Lynn, I'm sorry, but said that they went through a tornado and suddenly the rain was going against gravity.
What?
No.
Ooh.
Absolutely not.
The rain's just like, and you're like, nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Leaving. Everything's leaving my body. I have heard of quicksand, but I'm never gonna encounter quicksand.
I think all of us have that from childhood, and they made it seem like it was going to be something we'd have to deal with a lot more.
There
And
are up in Alaska these giant like fields where like the ocean recedes out really, really, really far during low tide, and people can get stuck in the mud and
sorry.
they get lost like up to like their chest, and then the tide comes in, and then they literally drown. So that's a thing that happens pretty frequently in Alaska.
That's scary.
Horrible.
Daisy, no one's here. Or she's heard something spooky outside. One of the two.
Mm-mm.
Sorry about the barking, you guys. Daisy, come here. Come here. Come here. Sometimes we have little friends outside. Oh, yes.
Definitely think
When
like
cats are like,
Mm-hmm.
cats for sure are seeing stuff. Cats have some sort of connection.
No, thank you.
Oh my gosh, what are you gonna do if Mia's like, oh, who's that lady in the corner of my room, Mom?
As long as they're friendly, we're good. We're good to go.
It's all good.
If they're not friendly, I'm gonna be like, Mia, I'm gonna tell you how to square up against a ghost, and she's gonna be like, oh. Like, you need to square up. You gotta start squaring up.
Not getting bullied by a ghost today.
No, I'm gonna be like, no, not fucking today. Like, do you know what legacy you're gonna leave if you're afraid of ghosts, Mia? No, we gotta go hard on these ghosts. They're dead. We're alive. They're just jealous. Okay, slay.
I'm sure this isn't irrational, but I have such an issue with broken bones. I can't see it. I can't, even if I know it's fake. I know it's a movie or a television show and it's all makeup. It makes me so ill and it will freak me out for so long. And the image will burn into my brain and never leave me. And I think about like, if I'm like sitting in like a car, I'll randomly be like, wait, how should I be sitting so I'm like safest for the least amount of like bone breakage? That shit just freaks me out. That's like.
You know what sound they use for bones breaking and Foley?
Celery?
Yeah. And then they probably eat it. I would.
Maybe if it was like a zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's like a baby fake break, I can't. If someone's like with those fail videos and it looks like maybe it might even happen, I have to be like, no. I can't. I've broken several bones myself, and this lady in a theater when I was a kid fell and broke her finger in front of me and like stuck it in front of my face and was like, ah! And I was just like, I'm fucked up forever now.
What an asshole. That's an asshole.
I mean,
don't do that shit. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to talk about next week, but we're going to figure it out. Melissa, do you have any exciting announcements or anything to promote or anything we should be watching for?
Ooh, coming up on the 20th, I will be hosting for Rom Weekend. I did last night, but I just didn't get a chance to post about it on accident. But on the 20th, I will be hosting for them again, which is really fun. I have an interview / audition on Thursday for a new live hosting gig. So we'll see how that goes. But also this month I have like my jobs version of your Hall of Fame. So later this month I have 10 days straight of just the busiest, most intense, stressful, unbelievably high stress, difficult time coming up this month of the whole year.
Prepare yourself.
What'd you say?
I said charge your
phone
now. Prepare yourself. Pack your vitamins.
Yeah, I gotta get so many protein bars and stuff, and it's gonna be a lot. But hopefully it'll go really fast. And working 10 days in a row should hopefully be a good paycheck. So Fingers crossed. Yes, I gotta charge my social battery for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. What about you two? You guys have anything you're doing coming up?
I need to clean and unpack the house and organize everything and keep nesting with Justin. But I also feel like I need to get out of the house and go on an adventure somewhere. So I don't know. We should like go haunt something. I don't know. That was stupid. I don't know. I want to go do something. I want to do something out of the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know
of course.
what.
Is it
but
starting to cool off there yet?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
A little bit.
Go out into the world, do something
But I'm like, I
fun.
want to go out in the world when it's nice.
I have spirit
Yeah,
dollars.
this is like the best time.
Hmm?
I have spirit dollars. We could take a spirit flight.
Oh, let's take a spirit
Because the
flight.
flight went so bad, they gave me twice as much money as I paid for the ticket.
Wow, that's awful.
Wow.
That's real bad.
Ooh, I don't know if manatees are back at Blue Springs, but I would love to go check out the manatees.
Yes, they're
Cows.
so cool.
Cows. They're so sweet. I love them. They're blubbery.
They're so freaking cute.
Don't touch them, but I want to wobble them. I want to just... But you can't touch them.
Mental.
Will they? They won't bite you.
No,
No, they won't.
they don't bite.
They don't bite. They're incapable of biting.
Also, they are super, super fast. Like, they seem like most of the time they're slow, but when they want to get away from you,
They're
they'll
like,
just
bye, bye, bye.
zoom away. They're like, bye, bitch. Like, you can't even get close. Like, they are fast.
Until they zoom.
I know, they're forbidden. That's so many animals where it's like, oh, I wish we could pet. I wish it was the right thing and we were allowed to, but I get it. I respect it.
You
It would
get
just
your
be
face
so
pulled
cool.
off.
It's gonna bite.
It's gonna bite. It's gonna bite. It's gonna bite. I think that. But Brittany, do you have any announcements?
I got none.
I think we're gonna try to bring Brittany on fairly regularly, though.
Yes.
From behind the scenes to in front of the camera. Probably not here with me because
Because this isn't working, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Her camera just wasn't working.
I apologize. Well,
She needs her own mic.
I need to figure out my setup. So I can do this. So you can do this. Away from
Having you two together is so fun, though. I love it.
I know. I just feel like I'm gonna like poke her.
Kava Kitty got to pet a giraffe.
Ooh, I fed a giraffe once, but I haven't pet one.
I fed one once, and I was not being the smartest. I was in college, so that's where my brain was at. And they gave us these carrot sticks, and I was like, Mom, take a picture of this. And I put it in my mouth, and I was like, this will be so funny. And they have the longest tongues. It was...
Yeah. Was it on your face?
That tongue just... My whole face. Just the whole... Licked my whole face. I would not recommend.
That's hot.
Is it?
When Mia
And
was
what are they
little,
called?
I just loved feeding them.
They're so cute. Is it wallaby? I went to Busch Gardens, and is it wallabies? They're like shorter, like mini kangaroos almost, and there was like a petting zoo, and you can feed them and stuff. And I went down. I was like, oh, someone once again. I'm like, take a picture. I'm gonna pretend to kiss it, and that bit my mouth. Thank God it was like the most gentle little bite, but that was a really good lesson to never put your lips out at a wild animal because that's
They think
stupid.
you're trying to eat you. They don't.
Yeah, so he gave me a little nibble to let me know to back off, and I was like, wow, I'm so lucky I still have lips.
Shit.
Oh, before we go, though, really quick, who wants to pick the... Yeah, can you guys... I don't have my scrolling mouse connected because I had to plug in the mic, so I can't scroll fairly. If you guys want to...
I'm scrolling.
randomly select a winner.
Back and forth, and then you pick a name.
All right, I'm gonna count down. 3, 2,
2, 1.
Oh.
Winner!
That's who my name was over.
Emo
Metalcore Mama.
Ooh, you won!
Mama.
Emo Metalcore Mama.
Mama.
If you are still here, please DM us your details for mailing you our
Hi.
giveaway gift.
Hi, emo metalcore mama. I hope you're still here. Oh my god!
Yeah! Yay!
Oh.
Yay! Yeah, so DM us either on Twitter or on Instagram, and we're gonna get you. Melissa, what's easier for you?
Twitter.
Instagram. Twitter. Okay, DM on Twitter.
But I don't know if Twitter will be nice because I feel like Elon changed everything. So if it doesn't let you DM on Twitter, it's totally
Tweet
fine
at
to
us.
DM us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DM us where you can your address and say I'm emo metalcore mama, and we will send you a prize, mama.
Yes. Make sure to put whatever name you want included to your name and the mailing address. Luna, I looked at your old DMs and I saw the name from the last time we sent you something. So I'm hoping that was the right name and that's the name I used. But I used the address. So hopefully I don't know why the name would change, but just in case.
Yeah.
We love you all so much.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging. This has been a good evening. I hope you're not afraid to hang out with us again.
Ooh, not too spooky. And if you guys have any thoughts on things you want to see from us on Patreon, we're trying to branch out and do more great things on Patreon. We've been trying lots of different things. Shay made some really hot wallpapers, like super sexy. I opened my phone and I was like, ooh! There's all sorts of good stuff. But if you think of something that we would be able to make that you would love, DM us or tweet at us or comment on whatever. Just let us know if there's something you would love to see from Patreon that's within reason. Let us know. We'd love to make and create what you guys want to see.
Yes, please. Hit us up.
We love you guys.
I'm not sure about a packet. If it was sent to the 1034 address, probably not. Or sorry, the before address. I'm like naming off the numbers. Before. I don't like. What was my PO box?
I don't even. That doesn't even sound like the right number.
No, I was trying to name off my PO box and I got the last four numbers wrong.
Oh, you need the PO box?
Yeah, I forgot my PO box. I will check it. I haven't seen it yet, but I will check. I'm so sorry. But we love you all. Good night.
We love you. See you next Tuesday.